Fantasy Football here. It's Thursday Night Football. The big face-off. We have the Broncos. We have the Chargers. That means we have Smash. How's it going, Smash?
I'm feeling a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. This, by far, it is the best Thursday Night Football game that we've had all year.
Yeah.
I mean, they've kind of really sucked, to be honest. But this matchup from last year was the Chargers-Broncos in Denver on Thursday night.
The AFC game.
And the Chargers pulled out a W over the Broncos last year. We're going to see if we can do it again tonight. I just want to give a shout out to Crazy Lexi in Denver right now at the game. Lexi, go Bolts! Just to let you know, I know you're there, but I know we're going to represent today.
I think that the Broncos, unfortunately, might pull this one off. But I'm looking at a close game, maybe somewhere around like 28 to 27. What do you think?
As much as I want to say that the Chargers are going to upset the Broncos, by far the Broncos, I have to say, are the best team in NFL right now. Not just the AFC, but the NFC as well.
I'm shocked. You're saying this.
I am saying this out of love because I do love Peyton Manning. I think he's an amazing player, and I think that he's come over so much, and I was really happy to see him come from the Colts, and no one gave him any time of day.
Break the touchdown
record last year. He's riding off a high, but I will say that my Chargers are coming off a loss from the Kansas City Chiefs, which makes us very, very, very hungry. And so I don't expect it to be a blowout. I do expect it to be a closer game. I think that everyone is going to bring their A game. I do think the Broncos will probably pull out the W, but I'm going to, hope for the best, hope for the best in this. I'm going to guess a 28, 35, 36 score.
All right. Gotcha.
Maybe a touchdown.
Yeah.
Lose by a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. So, of course, you have Ronnie Hillman, you have Peyton Manning going, you have Orange Julius, you have all of the Broncos players on her side. On the Bolt side, you, of course, have Phillip Rivers going. Still no Ryan Matthews yet.
Still no Matthews back, but Brandon Oliver is out there. Okay. We'll see if we get Royal into the red zone at all.
Yep.
Regardless, for me, fantasy-wise, in our league, I am fourth right now, and I am playing Demaryius Thomas and Sanders tonight. I also put Royal back into my flex spot. So if the Broncos, totally dominate the Chargers tonight, at least hopefully I'll still win fantasy football.
As we always say, sometimes you have fantasy, sometimes you have reality.
Of course, you always want to take reality.
You always
want reality over fantasy. But if I can't have both, I'll take fantasy tonight.
That's right. All right. Maybe we will see.
It's game time.
It's game time. We'll see you at the half.
All right. Go Bolts.
Hey, it's Greg here with Big Balls Fantasy Football at halftime with the Broncos leading the Chargers 14-17. The big fantasy story, of course, Emmanuel Sanders, 2 touchdowns, about 90 yards. If you have him playing, of course you should have him playing no matter what. You're damn glad. On the other side of the ball, the story with the Chargers is Keenan Allen, of course. Scored his first touchdown of the season, finally, after disappointing you except for this week and last week. So it might be time to take him off the bench. He's sitting on my damn bench with about 13, 14 points. In some leagues, he has up to 17. So that's the halftime report. We will give you a final report at the end of the game. I'm still rooting for the Broncos in this one. I think there's going to be a lot more scoring in the second half.
Hey guys, this is Smash. Okay, so the game just wrapped up. And as predicted, the Denver Broncos did beat out the Chargers tonight. Not quite the game I expected. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer than it was. Final score, 35-21 Chargers. So closer than the Beast thought it was going to be. I said I thought it was going to be about 27-28. 35-36. So 21-35. Really great game by the Denver Broncos, but with a lot of strong plays by the Chargers tonight. But if you had Sanders playing tonight, according to my fantasy, he put up 40 points, way higher than Demaryius Thomas did tonight. Demaryius Thomas has been a leader in fantasy points. He put up 48 points a couple weeks ago for me. Royal, not so much as it was. Keenan Allen, for the first time in a couple weeks, actually put up a lot of points. If you didn't play him tonight, you probably had a little bit of bench envy, as I like to call it. Overall, it was a very good game against the Chargers and the Broncos. I'm not upset with anything the way the Chargers played tonight. There was a few calls that I was a little iffy on against the Chargers and the Broncos, for that matter. Both where I was like, I don't know if I would have called it that way. But it is what it is. We are in week 8 right now. Denver Broncos are now going to hold still in power rankings, number 1. We'll see where the Chargers fall to in the power rankings. But next week we go to Miami before our first bye, and we'll see where we go from there. But as always, as this loving Chargers Bolts fan, go Bolts. Congratulations, Denver Broncos, and go AFC West.